and then you put like Oshinoko and S. I was like,
okay, I agree with that though.
no.
Why don't you agree with that?
Dude, I've been watching all of Oshinoko and I'm like, oh my God. It's for me, it's like cringe watching it.
Why?
The whole like Terrace house arc, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
Wait, why was that cringe?
Oh, because the dude's like... like the moment where I had to you stand up, you're like, what the fuck? I was like, when he like, there's this whole like kind of Terrace house, like, and if you don't know the Terrace house, there's this whole situation.
Reality romance show.
It's a really unfortunate situation, and it was, where a contestant was on it and they ended up unfortunately committing suicide from all of the mean comments, and the show kind of did like a weird kind of parody of it. I didn't really like. And it was kind of like, it was super fast. It was like, boom, you're on the show. Boom, you have hate comments. Now you want to die. And then she tries to die. And then the dude's like stalking her, I guess. And is just ready to catch her. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What if she didn't do it? Is he just following her this whole time? What the hell is this? This dude's a freak.
That was the anime moment.
Yeah.
And that wasn't anime.
And I was like, and then this dude magically... I'm sorry, dude. If you gave me 15 more lives, I would not become this much smarter. I'm going to be realistic about it. This dude became like gigabrain, 10,000 IQ, social media. The bro is a doctor. I'm like, this is so dumb.
Are you a doctor?
No. And if you gave me 4 more lives, I wouldn't be a doctor. I wouldn't be a doctor.
So that moment in the anime itself, there is a high school version of Terrace House. So it's like,
which is also like, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, why are these 16-year-olds on a dating show? And like, I was just like,
but shows like that in Japan exist.
I know they do. I know, but like, it was so corny and so on the nose.
I thought it was.
I thought it was really well done.
I thought it was a really well done.
Yeah. There's few, like, normally when I see, let's say, anime and manga. I was gonna say media, and I went manga and media. Tackle like internet's kind of like culture.
I think it does the best job I've seen. But there's still some moments where I'm like, oh, that's cringe.
I feel like you say that because you are
inside
the industry, so you know how things like really, really are.
It's just how like there was also like another thing where it was like. When the Terrace House episode is where I really started to get pissed off. I was like, oh all of this episode just feels so stupid. And they were like, actually, don't worry. No need to kill yourself. We have editing. And it was like, what? What? And they were like, everyone's going to love you now. And she's like, no, I don't want to kill myself. And it's like, what is this? What do you think? Mental illness is just an editing problem? Like,
I mean, for the TV stations,
yeah.
Especially in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, I thought... I don't think it's a mental health thing.
Let's make and it's like, let's fix it. Do a TikTok dance. Let's film it and let's get it going.
I think it's I got something totally different because what I thought was genius about that kind of arc was just to show how fickle the fucking internet is.
I appreciate that was what they were trying to show, and I understood that, but I guess it was portrayed in a way, and maybe it was because the breakneck speed they went through all this stuff.
Yeah, they went through it pretty fast.
I was like, whoa.
It was definitely more fleshed out in the manga.
Yeah, because I remember this arc in the manga lasting a little bit longer. It did feel pretty fast in the anime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh, I remember watching the episode and I was like, oh, we're getting to this arc already? We're getting to that part?
Yeah, and I think that was also a problem with it, is that they were introducing these ideas and they were running through them so fast, and they were trying to get this character arc believable for this girl who, because she gets online hate in this one part, we're supposed to believe that within like just the time frame that we're flip-flopping sides so often, and it's like, what the fuck?
No, I totally understand that, but I feel like the ideas that he tried to portray were like still there, which is why I still really...
we've interacted with the Japanese entertainment industry in various ways, and it is very different to how we operate. And obviously the agency having way more power is a thing.
And also Japanese hate comments being like...
Oh yeah, that's
10 times worse.
For sure. Japanese hate comments are intense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just when I was watching it, I guess it was a mixture of how it was rushed, and I guess because again I work in kind of work in that field.
Yeah.
I work in that. I don't fucking do work. I play video games. It's kind of interesting. It was like, damn, all I had to do was do good editing and make a good video, and everyone loves me again. Damn, if only it's that easy.
I mean, for some people, that is how it
kind
works.
Of is that. Think about how maybe some people get uncancelled sometimes. All it takes is like the perfect apology video.
Yeah.
No,
you just need the one well-crafted video, and your reputation goes back up.
I guess sometimes that does happen. Like that has definitely happened online, but there are so many more cases of like that not being the case, and it's never that straightforward. And it's like, this was a shit apology video.
But in the episode, the YouTuber character in that show explains that.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I wouldn't recommend you do this video because it could backfire. And I'm like, okay, they're touching upon the realities of the internet doesn't forgive as easily as you think.
Obviously, it's like dramatized because it's because it's a fucking anime. Obviously, it's dramatized, but I appreciated that they were saying things, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of like.
That's legit.
That's kind of legit. Yeah. That's kind of legit for how things work. It's a bit more dramatic than what we're used to.
It was super dramatic, and I guess that they were trying to keep that like show the dramatics of it, but then also not commit to it because he magically turns up from stalking her, I guess, and saves the day, that was weird, right? Like he's like following her in the street.
Yeah.
Like this guy's a freak. Like I do not like the main character. Like I actually
don't like the main character either.
I fucking hate this guy so much. He's fucking weird.
He's like Walmart light.
Yeah, oh my god, I can't stand him, and I think that's part of the reason why I can't stand the show. Is that like I do not care for him, and the only reason I watch this goddamn show is because the opening is a banger, and it convinces me that maybe the show will be good for 5 minutes.
Would you say that Death Note deserves to be on there more than Fullmetal Alchemist?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can cook a tuna to taste as good as a steak, and like it can have the texture and like profile of a steak. What's up with this? What the fuck is
Joey.
I put
the worst pasta.
Joey.
This is the reason why Hershey's popular, because it was fucking in the trenches. They used to eat it.
The Dragon Ball fan base are the worst.
Oh man.
Do we still agree with that?
No, I think we all changed our minds.
Okay, here's the thing.
I think we all agreed that My Hero is the worst.
Here's the thing. Okay, I think right now the worst fan base is Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Right?
It's definitely
right now.
Definitely.
Wait,
top,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
I'd say definitely top 3. Yeah.
What do you think is worse?
What makes it worse? What makes it the worst?
They won't shut the fuck up about it.
That's just the memes of fire, bro. Everyone's
that's the big advantage.
That's like saying humanity is like the worst fan base. Everyone is a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen.
What fan base is worse than the JJK fan base right now?
Name.
What are you talking about? They have no fan base right
exist.
now.
They do. Whenever I see them, I'm like, stop it.
Yeah, but they're like 10 years old.
They're like an endangered species now. Yeah. They're like, let's. The last time I saw someone like talking about My Hero Academia on like any kind of social media platform.
It's like a legacy hatred.
It is.
I hate them out of respect.
That's such a power word. Legacy hatred.
It's a legacy hatred. Like I know they don't.
This shit be generational, man.
Like I know
generational hate.
I'm like what Dio is to the Jonathan bloodline. I am that to hating My Hero. Even though we get so much shit from my hatred of My Hero. People are like when they hate on My Hero again. I want to stop listening to Trash Taste. I don't know. I'm just committed.
Why do you hate the My Hero Academia fan base?
They haven't even done anything. I'm like Dio. I just picked the battle and I stuck with it.
It's just cyberbullying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like Dio. He Jonathan didn't do anything wrong, and Dio's been hating for years. So I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just committed.